Sometimes life takes us to places we never expected. Someone who once lived a happy, loving life can suddenly find themselves lost in despair. This is Emily's story. Emily was a beloved teacher, kind-hearted, patient, and adored by her students. But the greatest joy in her life was her daughter Sophia, a bright, curious, and lively child. But life is not always fair. One day, Sophia fell ill. At first, it seemed like nothing serious, but her condition worsened over time. Emily rushed her to doctors, spent sleepless nights by her side doing everything she could. But despite all her efforts, she couldn't save her. Sophia's death shattered Emily's world. The medical bills, the overwhelming grief, the financial struggles, and eventually she lost her home. Now she was alone, wandering the streets, with nothing but Sophia's old diary as a reminder of the love she once had. Hope had faded, and life had lost its meaning. Until that fateful night. That night it was raining. Emily sat on a park bench staring into the distance, lost in thought. Her thin coat did little to protect her from the cold. Just then a car pulled up. A man stepped out, holding an umbrella, shielding her from the rain. His eyes weren't filled with pity, but with genuine concern. His name was James. He offered to help. At first Emily hesitated, but she had nowhere else to go. James was a successful businessman but lived an isolated life. He hadn't just offered Emily help out of charity. Something about her felt different. For the first time in a long while, Emily felt the warmth of a home again. But the biggest surprise was James's young daughter, Lily. The little girl was shy but curious about Emily. Soon they formed a strong bond. But Emily began to notice something troubling. Lily often struggled to breathe and clutched her chest in pain. The symptoms were all too familiar. It reminded her of Sophia's illness. Her worry grew. James had taken Lily to countless doctors, but none could give a clear diagnosis. She needed an urgent organ transplant to survive. But finding a matching donor was nearly impossible. And then, a miracle happened. Emily's test results came back. She was a perfect match for Lily. James was hesitant. The surgery was risky, and he didn't want Emily to feel obligated. But Emily was determined. She had already lost her daughter. She couldn't stand by and watch another child suffer. The surgery was a success. Emily and Lily had both been given a second chance at life. But this was just the beginning. Emily no longer saw Lily as just a child in need. She was family. And James, he started seeing Emily in a new light. Their bond deepened. Over time, Emily became more than just Lily's savior. She became the most important person in James's life. Then one day, James asked her a question. He told her he couldn't imagine a future without her. Tears welled in Emily's eyes as she said yes. She finally had a family again. A year later, their family grew even bigger. They welcomed a baby boy, Ethan, Lily's little brother. Emily had once lost everything, but now she had a home, a loving family, and a new purpose. Inspired by their journey, James and Emily created a foundation to help struggling families in need. They named it the Hope and Healing Center. Emily turned her pain into a source of hope for others. Life sometimes leads us into the darkest places, but at the end of every darkness, there is a light. Emily's story is proof of the power of love, sacrifice, and second chances. If this story touched you, don't forget to like and share it. And for more inspiring stories, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.